the Mussers 4, Speed and Sports Cycle, 1P from Punxsutawney. The Hot Rod, Rodney Phillips. And in the Kelly Chevy Cadillac, 6A from Petrolia, Art Osmer. We've got a white Cavalier parked in the near the main ticket booth. The alarm is going off. A white Cavalier, it's parked near the main ticket booth. The alarm is going off. To the staging area, Larry Kugel in the 41, Johnny Johnson in the 48 will bring the field around. We want to see him side by side coming into turn number 4, and then we'll turn him loose for 10 fast and furious laps. Here they come on the hammer in the 4th turn, and the green is out. Into turn 1 on the outside, it's Johnny Johnson grabbing the early lead. Kugel second, Burgess third, Geisler is quickly to 4th. Free into 4, moves into the top 5. We've got ourselves a fast racetrack here to start the night. Off of turn 4, Johnny Johnson, your leader. Bobby Burgess to second now. Larry Kugel in the 41 third, Geisler is 4th, Free 5th. Then it's Mike Westfall, Nick Jones, Ben Miley, Rodney Phillips, Danny Burns, and Art Osmer. Geisler now to the inside of Kugel in turn 4. Coming down the front straightaway, trying to take that 3rd spot. They're wheel into 1. Lynn Geisler and Larry Kugel side by side. Geisler makes the pass off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Out in front, it's the 48 of Johnny Johnson. 34, Bobby Burgess second. The 1C of Lynn Geisler third. Here comes Ed Ferree in car 4 now to the low side, trying to move into 4th. He's pressuring Larry Kugel in turn 1. The Jules Machine, John's towing 48 of Johnny Johnson, your leader. 34, Bobby Burgess second, and 1C of Lynn Geisler third. The yellow flag is out. Larry Kugel off the pace on KD Country. Superstory on young Mike Johnson, who of course runs in the Wolfstead Late Models and New York Limiteds, plus is an outstanding wrestler. All right, the green is back out. Off the 4th turn they come. Down the front straightaway into 1. It's Johnny Johnson leading. Bobby Burgess second. Geisler steals third. Then Miley and Ferree now racing hard for that 4th spot. Down the back straightaway. Ferree on the outside. Look out. Close with Lynn Geisler as they hit into turn 3. Off of 4, still Johnny Johnson, Bobby Burgess, Lynn Geisler, Ed Ferree, and Ben Miley. Rodney Phillips has moved into 6th in car 1P. Running 7th, Mike Westfall. Nick Jones is 8th. And then it's Art Osmer and Danny Burns rounds out the field. We're coming for the halfway point. 5 laps down, 5 to go. Off the 4th turn. Still Johnny Johnson, your leader. Burgess, Geisler, and Ferree. 4 cars battling it out in turns 1 and 2. Nip and tuck off of 2. It's still Johnson, Burgess, and Geisler back and forth for a moment there on the back straightaway. Gets it back under control. Fighting that maybe an ill-handling race car out for the first time with this car. It's rocking and rolling on him back and forth. Ferree runs 4th. Ben Miley is 5th. He's caught back up to the lead 4. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. It's still Johnny Johnson pressured by Burgess, Geisler, Ferree, and Miley. Geisler up high in turn 4. Ferree moves into 3rd in car number 4. 3 laps to go. 3 to go. Down the back straightaway, Ben Miley now pressuring Geisler for 4th, and Bobby Burgess staying right with Johnny Johnson. Here comes Ferree back to the inside in car 4. Miley able to move to 4th. Geisler fades to 5th with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Down the back straightaway. Johnny Johnson, Bobby Burgess, Ed Ferree, Ben Miley, and Lynn Geisler. Through 3 and 4, the white flag is waving. 1 lap to go. Ferree now to the outside, trying to take 2nd. He's around Burgess for 2nd. Johnny Johnson still your leader. Ferree mounting the charge on the inside into turn 3. Off the 4th turn, the Wolfstead Levon will open a heat race to Johnny Johnson. Ferree, Miley 3rd, Burgess 4th, and Geisler 5th. Certainly some red-hot racing action to begin the night. The Wolf's Head late models put on a 10-lap. Mark Petrucci and the RLA Chassis Center Belich Excavating 48 from Aliquippa, Big Ben Belich. Here we go. Mike Johnson and John Flinner bring the field up to speed into turns 3 and 4. Off the fourth turn, the green is out. The Wolf's Head late model second heat race underway into turn 1. Right off the bat, Mike Johnson takes the lead. Flinner second, wearing up to third. Here comes Baker and Bradish. The charge is on into turn 3. Through 3 and 4, they're bunched up as Mike Johnson pulls away in the Imperial Hoist Bullet Chassis 2. Flinner still second, Baker to third now in car 84, Waring fourth, Bradish fifth, War Run 6, Curry is 7th. Then it's Fox, Petrucci, Belich, and Tony Bruno. Flinner up out of the groove in turn 4, and Stevie Baker moves to second. Stevie Baker to second in car 84. It's Mike Johnson looking to win 2 weeks of bad luck in the Wolf's Head late models. Your early leader. Baker second, Flinner third, Waring fourth, Bradish is fifth. Still Mike Johnson by half a straightaway, coming to the halfway point. 5 laps to go this time by. 5 laps remaining. Baker still second, Flinner third. Waring fourth, Bradish fifth. Curry runs 6, Moore 7th, Petrucci is 8th, Fox 9th, and Belich 10th. Lou Bradish in car 5, pressuring Bob Waring Jr. for 4 through 3 and 4 that time, but Waring holds him off. Stevie Baker starting to close in the bid on the 2 of Mike Johnson. 3 laps to go, 3 remaining. Bradish makes the pass to 4th in car 5. Dropping Waring into 35 to 5th. Two laps remaining. 8 laps are down, 2 to go. Mike Johnson, your leader. He started on the pole in the Imperial Hoist Bullet Chassis 2. Took off from the start. Now Steve Baker in pursuit in car number 84. White flag, final lap. Through turns 3 and 4, the Imperial Hoist Chem Oil Bullet Chassis 2. Imperial's Mike Johnson takes the Wolf's Head late model heat race win. Steve Baker is second. Third to John Flinner. Lou Bradish fourth. And completing the top 5 will be the 35 of Bob Waring Jr. Our winner last Saturday, Bill Yakin from Uniontown in the 75, Mel Minnick Jr., and from Bethel Park in car 24, Chuck Mowry. Off the 4th turn, looking for the green flag. High in the sky it is, and now it's down. The green is out. And John Beatty in the Brighton Heights Automotive, McCandless Auto Parts 04, takes them into first turn, your leader. Brad Westover to 31 second. Bill Yakin in the 10th, third. Then it's Doug Crawford in the 9. Running in the 5th spot, the 83 of Mike Morgan. The Brighton Heights Automotive McCandless Auto Parts 04, John Beatty. Former semi-late track champion here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, your leader. Brad Westover in the 31. Look out, Yakin in the car 10, spinning in turns 1 and 2. He's collected by the 83 of Mike Morgan, and the yellow is out. Bill Yakin in car 10, spinning between the first and second turns, collected by the 83 of Mike Morgan, and the yellow is out. John Beatty, the 04, and Brad Westover, the 31, your front row. Coming at you off the 4th turn, and the green is out. It's John Beatty, your leader in the 04. Westover in the 31 second. Mel Minnick Jr. puts the 75 in third. Doug Crawford's 9C4. Then it's the 9 of Artie Dermott and the 24 of Chuck Mowry. It's a Masters built chassis under the Brighton Heights Automotive McCandless Auto Parts 04. John Beatty looking for his first feature win of the season. He came out a little late in the year. New team together this year. And just starting to get things sorted out. He's been fast a couple of nights, but has had a lot of bad luck so far in the year. Trying to change that here this evening. John Beatty, your leader. The battle is behind him. A good race for third. 75 Mel Minnick Jr. and the 9C of Doug Crawford continue to wage war, and right in front of them runs the 31 of Brad Westover. Crawford to the inside, but he gets her sideways coming off of 4. Halfway. 5 laps remaining with the halfway point. Mel Minnick now to 75, tries the inside of Brad Westover's 31 as they race for second. Second, third, and fourth continue to be where the race is at. They're trying to get 3 wide coming off of turn 4 down the front straightaway into 1. Watch them roll into turn 1. Mel Minnick Jr. in car 75 stuck it in the middle. He goes to second. Side by side for third, the 9C of Doug Crawford and Brad Westover in car 31. Through 3 and 4, Crawford makes the pass. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. The Brighton Heights Automotive McCandless Auto Parts 04, John Beatty, your leader. The Gary's Car and Truck Rental. Fayette Auto Sales 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. runs second. White flag waving, final lap. Checkered flag for John Beatty. Second to Mel Minnick Jr., Doug Crawford third, the 31 of Brad Westover fourth, and completing the top 5 will be the 9A of Artie Dermott. York Limited Late Model Heat Race number 1. Mark Ferguson. The 3 qualifying heats for the York Heating and Air Conditioning Limited Late Models. Next week, the York Dealer Fall Classic 40. Off the 4th turn, the green is out. Rich Gasparovich with a problem in the 5, getting into the right gear. Mike Johnson jumps to the early lead in car 1J. They're battling for the second spot into turn 3 on the outside. Russ Kolosar in the 8 moves up to second. Here comes Gary Lau in the 10. Mike Johnson out to an early lead. Colasar second. Gary Lau running third. Ricky Thomas moves the 99 up to fourth. Ron Myers in car 21 now takes over the fifth spot. Ron Myers in car 21 into the top five. Following him comes the 36 of Mark Ferguson. Mike Johnson with a big lead, the Imperial Hoist Chem Oil 1J. Russ Colasar in the 8-run second. Gary Lau in the J&N Video Connections 10, third. Ricky Thomas with the 99T is fourth. Running fifth in car 21, Ron Myers. Seven laps down, 3 to go. Mike Johnson is brooming them here in this second heat race for the York Limited Late Models. Russ Colasar second, Gary Lau third, Ricky Thomas running fourth, and it's still Ron Myers in the 21 fifth. Now Rick Armstrong moves the 29 up to sixth. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Johnson takes the white flag, which means final lap. Final lap for this York Limited Late Heat. Russ Colasar still second. Gary Lau third. Ricky Thomas fourth. And Rick Armstrong fifth now in car 29. Here comes your leader off the fourth turn, taking the checkered flag, Mike Johnson in the 1J. Second place to the 8 of Russ Colasar, the 10 of Gary Lau third, the 99 of Ricky Thomas fourth. And coming home fifth will be the 29 of Rick Armstrong. Look out, Mark Ferguson in the 36, spinning hard into the guardrail, inside guardrail at the end of the fourth turn. He hit it a ton coming off of 4. Let's go to Don Gamble first, though, for an update on the Bill Yakin number Thomas, who drives the other 99. Alex was going around there pretty good during hot laps. Let's see what he can do here in this York qualifying heat race. Off the fourth turn, the green is out. Into turn 1. Jason Sisson, your leader in car 20. Ed Dunn in the 14 runs second. Then it's Jasinski in the 11A. Sherlock in the 15 is fourth. Burgess in the 26 runs fifth. Side by side for the lead now in 1 and 2. Jason Sisson in car 20. Look out, cars together in turn 1 and 2. The 9 of Bob Schaefnacher and the 6 car of Jim Lapo come to a stop in turn 2, and the yellow is out. Heating and air conditioning. All right, 1 lap down, ready to go back to green. Jason Sisson in car 20 and Ed Dunn in the 14. They were waging quite a battle before the caution waved. Let's see what happens as the green is back out. Into 1, Sisson in the 20 goes to the outside, Dunn in the 14 down low. It's still Sisson your leader as they roll down the back straightaway. Matt Sherlock in the 15 third, the 11 of Charlie Jasinski fourth, Burgess in the 26 fifth. Alex Makar, who started last, has the 99 already to 6th. Into turn 1, Ed Dunn in the 14 again to the low side. Look at this on the outside. Matt Sherlock in the 15 moves to 2nd. Look at Alex Makar charge up through the field in car 99. He started last, trying to get 5th. In turn 4, they're side by side for the lead. No, it's Matt Sherlock. Sherlock goes from 3rd to 1st in 1 lap in car 15. We've got a car spinning in turn 4. It's the 6 of Jim Lapro. Yellow is out for car 6, Jim Lapro. Pennsylvania Motor Speedway gift shop. Right next to the Checkered Flag Food Court to be given away Sunday, September the 19th. Before the running of the Pittsburgher 100. All right, York Limited Lanes are back to speed as the green drops down the front straightaway. They roll. Into 1, it's Matt Sherlock in car 15 on the outside, taking the lead. Keeping the lead, we should say. Jason Sisson in the 22nd. Charlie Jasinski up to 3rd in car 11. Then it's Ed Dunn and Jimmy Burgess moving on the outside in car 26. Wow, it's a real logjam for positions 2 through 6 as they roll off at turn 2 down the back straightaway. Make it 2 through 7. They're really bunched up and racing hard in turn 3. Out in front, it's Matt Sherlock, but behind him, it's anybody's ball game. Here comes Ed Dunn in the 14, moving back into 2nd. Dunn in the 14, back to 2nd. This 20 of Jason Sisson 3rd. The 9 of Bob Schaefnacher now to the outside. He's got the Ford up into the top 3. Car number 9, Bob Schaefnacher. Jason Sisson in the 20, who was running 2nd just a lap ago, now trying to stay in the top 5. Alex Makar in the 99, and the 26 of Jim Burgess right in the middle of the battle as well. Way out in front, it's Matt Sherlock in car 15. Ed Dunn still 2nd. Dunn spinning. Oh, he held on to it. He had the car completely sideways going into turn 3, running 2nd. He did a heck of a job steering out of that spin. He holds on to the 2nd spot. Bob Schaefnacher in the 9 3rd. He, of course, coming from the rear after an earlier spin in this event. Charlie Jasinski in the 11, the 20 of Jason Sisson. Battle for 4th. Another car, now Bob Schaefnacher sideways in the 9. They're back and forth here. Look at that. 2 and 3 wide going into turn 1. What a pack of cars we've got battling. Through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Positions 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The white flag waving for Matt Sherlock. Ed Dunn in the 14, 2nd. Schaefnacher the 9, 3rd. Too close to call for 4th. In the Rebco Auto Parts, Flinner Automotive 15. Taking the York Limited Late Model Heat Race win will be Matt Sherlock. Ed Dunn in the 14, sideways again, but he hangs on for 2nd. Schaefnacher in the 9, 3rd. Sisson in the 24th, and Burgess in the 26 completes the top 5. Well, 91 of Mike Rosen in car 4. That is Bill Slade. Off the 4th turn. Green is out. Jesse Exler leads the pack into turn 1. They are crowded. 3 wide behind him for 2nd. Pushing and shoving off of turn 2. Down the back chute, it's still Exler, your leader. Dave Beck in the 63 and Andy Gatselis in the 64 right behind him. Look out. Dave Beck in the 63 close to your leader. Off the 4th turn they come. Looking to get the first lap in the books. Oh, we got a tire flat. Andy Gatselis in the 64 gets hit hard on the front straightaway. Everybody gets by except for the 64 of Andy Gatselis. And you could tell us hard into the wall, and then hit by a couple of cars as they came down the front straightaway. Don Gamble will fill us in here very shortly. Super suffers. Bring the field around with one lap down. Spectator stock heat race is back up to speed. The green is back out. Into one. They're rocking and socking. This is a physical race. Oh, Jesse Exler, your leader, with a problem. Mike Ross in the 91 spinning to avoid him. And now he's down in the mud against the inside guardrail in turn 2. Yellow flag is out for the 91 of Mike Ross. Want to get out here early on September the 11th. You're welcome to be here. 3 o'clock, the gates open, practice at 4. Green is back out with just one lap down. Dave Beck is your leader. In car 63X, the Damage Incorporated 63X, Jim Steffens in the 38. Running second, pressured by the 3 of Tom Pascutis, and now the 55 of Wee Willie White on the move. Off of turn 4, it's still Dave Beck, your leader. They're slicing and dicing in one. Wee Willie White in the 55 moves to the inside of Jim Steffens' 38. Side by side for second down the back straightaway. 63X Dave Beck still shows the way. The race for second goes to Jim Steffens, this time buying car 38. Wee Willie White in the 55 next, then the 3 of Tom Pascutis and Bob Himes 92 running all together. Look at Wee Willie. Let's make it 3 wide. White in the 55, Beck in the 63, and on the outside, Jim Steffens in car 38 is your new leader. The Pittsburgh Asphalt 38. Trying to follow him through, the 3 of Tom Pascutis. The Bolger Bandit up to second. Bob Heim in the Lowry's Run Automotive 92 takes over third, and here comes Wee Willie White in the 55 to fourth, maybe. He's got the pass made. Dave Beck in the car 63 dropping back. Bill Slade in car 4 off the pace as he's put a lap down. Bumper to bumper for the lead into turn number 1. Past the halfway point. 38 Jim Steffens. Boom. Getting a little help from Tom Pascutis in the 3 in the second turn. 92 Bob Heim running third. White in the 55 is fourth. Pascutis slingshots off the fourth turn to the inside. 2 laps to go. Still Jim Steffens in car 38. 3 Tom Pascutis applying the heat. Pascutis looks to the outside in turn 3. He may have it made. Here they come, wheel to wheel off of 4. Down the front straightaway. White flag is out into turn 1. Jim Steffens in the 38, passed on the outside of the 3 of Tom Pascutis. He must have learned that from Dale Earnhardt. How to pass him on the outside. Must be that black 3. Works magic. Checkered flag is waving for Tom Pascutis. Jim Steffens second. Bob Heim third. Wee Willie White in the 55 fourth. And the 63X of Dave Beck completes your top 5. Lots of attrition on that one. Let's go back trackside. Our pit reporter, Rick Walker, lines up next in the 93X. Then it's Tom Baldy in the 37, the 1C of Jim Zarin, Ronald Patchins 51, the 7 of Scott Staso, and the yellow 7 of Dwayne Getty. Here we go. Off the fourth turn, the green is out. Danny Rich in car 67X is your leader. Ralph Highsong in the 09, Don Briggs in the 18, running for that second spot. Right behind him, the 16 of John Ponigvar. And Pete Laurier comes blasting through on the outside in the number 11. Danny Rich, your leader in car 67X. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09, still second. John Ponigvar in the 16. Look out, gets a little help from the 11 of Pete Laurier. He spins around and boom. Jim Zarin in the 1C right into his rear bumper. The yellow is out. Everybody pulling away from the accident site. But some problems. Pete Laurier in the 11 and the 16 of John Ponigvar. Got it going in the fourth turn. Ponigvar. Two laps down, ready to go green, and we're back underway. Ralph Highsong Jr. takes over the leading car 09 and looking and boogie down the back chute. 67X, Danny Rich second. Pete Laurier in the 11th third. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the Highsong Citgo. Smiley's Tire, Brown's Auto Salvage 09 leading the pack here. The Damage Incorporated 67X of Danny Rich second. The Tony Dale BP. Auto Trader 11 of Pete Laurier in third. Dwayne Getty in the Flinto Automotive 7 fourth. And the Cochran West, the number 1 Cochran West, 1C of Jim Zarin fifth. For your lead trio, bumper to bumper. At the halfway point. Two laps to go. Here comes Pete Laurier in car number 11. Ralph Highsong Jr. with some daylight now as they're racing for second behind him. 11 Pete Laurier to 67X of Danny Rich. White flag. Running fourth now the 1C of Jim Zarin and fifth the 16 of John Ponigvar. Checkered flags waving off at turn 4 for Ralph Highsong Jr. Danny Rich second and Pete Laurier in the 11th third. Jim Zarin fourth. John Ponigvar 16 rounds out the top 5. Jim Petrillo in the 84, Darren Miller in the 16 bring the field up to speed as we head into turn 4. Off the fourth turn, the green is out. Into one, Darren Miller grabs the quick lead in car number 16. Don Luffy into second in the 42. Oh, they're bunched up off the second turn, back in the middle of the pack. Everyone trying to find the fast way home into turn 2. Darren Miller still your leader. Don Luffy's 42 second. Kurt Habadell in the 75 into third. Don Luffy in car 42 on the outside, making a bid for the lead down the back straightaway. Closing in quickly, the 75 of Kurt Habadell. Through 3 and 4 on the outside. Luffy's your new leader. Look at Haberdale flying down the straightaway in car 75. Kurt Haberdale into that second spot, really with some speed on the straightaways. When he puts the hammer down, he is really flying. Looks to the inside of Don Luffy in turns 3 and 4. Coming off the fourth turn, it's still Luffy your leader. Haberdale second. Darren Miller third. Then Dave McManus and Jim Dandy wheel to wheel for fourth in turn 1. Don Luffy still leads. Here comes Kurt Haberdale getting a burst of speed off of turn 2, closing in alongside of Luffy into 3. Haberdale goes in hard, slides up the racetrack. Luffy on the outside. It's pass for the lead as Haberdale puts the slide job on him in turns 3 and 4. Past the halfway point now, 4 laps remaining, 4 to go. Kurt Haberdale, the Kodak Gold 75, your unmodified point leader here at Pittsburgh, and running strong here in this heat. Luffy third, Jim Dandy Jr. now up, or Luffy second, excuse me, and Luffy looks like he may have lost the motor in the 42. A lot of blue smoke from under the 42 of Don Luffy. That'll move Jim Dandy Jr. in the 19 into second. Look out, contact between Darren Miller 16 and Dave McManus 17. Everybody gets by there. Matt Smith in the 75 also to the pits, and the yellow is out. So now that will set up a little match race here between Kurt Haberdale and Jim Dandy Jr. in the 19, or row 1. Haberdale starts on the inside. He sets the pace. He goes, and the green is out. Into turn 1, Kurt Haberdale, your leader. Jim Dandy Jr. on his tail. And shadowing him down the back straightaway. Dave McManus in the 17 runs third. Dale Charlier in car 11 up to fourth. Here comes Jim Dandy Jr. trying to work the inside. Haberdale also down to the low side, coming off of 4, 2 laps to go. Bumper to bumper off at 2. Jim Dandy Jr. now tries a slingshot to the inside. It's still Haberdale, your leader. McManus in the 17 running a solid third, and Charlier in the 11 right behind him fourth. White flag is waving. Jim Dandy Jr. to the inside. He takes the lead with 1 to go. Into turn 1. Watch them roll. Haberdale back on the outside, and he gets the lead back away from Jim Dandy Jr. Racing for the checkered flag. Well, we've had some great racing action in the heat races here tonight. Through 3 and 4 in the Kodak Gold 75 heat race win to Kurt Haberdale. Dandy second, McManus third, Dale Charlier fourth, and Jimmy Plants completes the top 5 in car number 40. Kurt Haberdale in the Kodak Gold 75 back in the winner's circle. And then have Nick Jones from North Hills, the Moores Trucking, Murray Trucking, Harry's Unical 00 of Kip Moore, the Georgetown General. In the Kelly Chevy Pontiac 6A from Petrolia, Art Osborne. And the Northwestern Heating 10, Wally Fox from Cooperstown. In the RLA Chassis Center 48 from Aliquippa, Big Ben Bellich. The Liberty Market 90. Stop and Go food stores in Western PA and Ohio. You're in, you're out. That's what it's all about. Here we go. Johnson & Johnson bring the field up to speed. We got a problem right off the bat. And no go, says starter brake wheeling. Lou Bradish with a problem in car number 5, and the yellow is out. Lou Bradish in car 5 with a problem right as he went to get on the gas in the Wolfstead late models. All right, lights are out, looking for the green flag as they come off the 4th turn this time. 25 laps for the Wolfstead late models here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Into turn 4 they come, and the green is out. Into turn 1, it's quickly Johnny Johnson taking the lead. Look at Stevie Baker on the outside. The West Virginia Rim Rider tries to go to second. Inside of him is the 4 of Ed Ferree. Johnson, your leader. They're side by side for second, coming down the front straightaway. Baker in the 84 second. Ferree in the 4 runs third. Miley in the 99 is fourth. Mike Johnson in the 2 is fifth. Flinner 6th, Waring 7th, Curry 8th, Burgess and Geithler running for 9th and 10th. Still Johnny Johnson, Ed Ferree and Steve Baker continue to battle for second. Yellow is out. We got a car spun at the entrance to turn 3 to bring out the caution. Art on. Now Ferree comes alongside and Johnson is on the gas. Ferree is right with him. The green is out. Off the 4th turn they come. And side by side down the front straightaway into turn 1. It's Johnny Johnson with the lead off at 2. Ferree and Baker wheel to wheel for second. It's Baker into second as they head into turn 3. Ferree runs third. Mike Johnson has moved to 4th in car number 2. Johnny Johnson, your leader. Ed Ferree back to second now in car 4. Baker in the 84th third. Then it's Flinner in the 11th fourth. Johnson into 2 is 5th. Then Curry, Miley, and Geithler. Johnny Johnson still your leader. Here comes Ed Ferree in car 4. Again hard on the inside in turn 3 and coming off of 4 alongside of Johnson who shuts the door. 5 laps down. Into 1. Johnny Johnson, Ed Ferree, Steve Baker, and John Flinner. Mike Johnson runs 5th. Ben Miley and Lynn Geithler side by side for 6th. Geithler gets by. He's into 6th. It's still Johnny Johnson, your leader. Ferree 2nd, Baker 3rd, Flinner 4th, Geithler now to 5th in car 1, and he starts his march toward the front after starting 12th. Ben Miley and Mike Johnson racing for 6th and in turn 3. It's Ed Ferree again pulling alongside of Johnny Johnson in the middle of the corner, but coming off, Johnson holds him off. What a battle. Baker 3rd and Flinner 4th. Geithler 5th. Miley 6th. Johnson 7th. Curry 8th. Waring 9th. And Petrucci runs 10th. Your leaders around the 97 of Tony Bruno to put him a lap down in turn 3. Here comes Ed Ferree again trying to work the inside. Baker also down low in car 84 for a moment, but he slides back up high. And they're wheel to wheel for the lead. It's still Johnny Johnson in car 48. The Johns towing Jules Machine 48. Your leader. Ferree slides up into that second hole with Baker right on his tail. Flinner and Geithler. It's going to be 5-car battle here very shortly. Ferree again tries to work low. Here comes Baker. Oh, they touch. Baker and Ferree touch in turn 4. Flinner gets by Baker on the outside. He's to 3rd. The track looks like it may be changing. A little greasier through the corners. Geithler now tries to get his nose underneath Baker in turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Behind them running 6 in the 99 of Ben Miley. What a race. Johnny Johnson, Ed Ferree, John Flinner. Now Lynn Geithler to 4th in car 1C. Baker in the 84, 5th. Miley is 6th. Johnson 7th. Curry 8th. Waring 9th and Petrucci 10th. Down the back straightaway. Ferree to the outside in car 4 in turn 3. Ferree goes in on the outside. Johnson in the middle. They're side by side coming off of turn 4. What a battle. It's Ferree, your leader, with 11 laps down. Ferree out in front, Johnny Johnson 2nd. John Flinner in the 11, pressuring Johnson. Geithler runs 4th. Baker is 5th and Miley 6th. Coming off of turn 4, it's still Ed Ferree, your leader. John Flinner 2nd, Johnny Johnson 3rd, and now Lynn Geithler trying to take 3rd from Johnny Johnson. Richie Curry off the pace in car 3. Then we got a car in turn 2. Bobby Burgess into the wall in turn 2. The yellow is out. Caution on the speedway for car 34, Bobby Burgess. Petrucci 10th in car 5. Ferree's on the hammer. The green is back out, and we're back up to speed. Steve Baker in car 84 making quick tracks on the inside of the racetrack. He's up to 4th. His Geithler takes 3rd, and Johnny Johnson, his car seems to be going away a bit in the 48, drops to 5th. It's Ferree pulling away by about 5 car lengths into turn 3 in the number 4. Geithler now to the inside of the 1, trying to get 2nd away from John Flinner coming off of turn 4. They are side by side going into 1. Flinner still second, Geisler third. Baker fourth, Miley is now to fifth. Ben Miley to fifth in car 99. Geisler bobbled for a moment in turn two. He drops back away, still running third. Geisler with a problem. Lynn Geisler with a problem in car one as he's up high that time in turn four, but he's back up to speed after losing a couple of more spots. He drops to fifth. Baker is third, Miley fourth. Out in front, it's still the four of Ed Ferree, chased by the 11 of John Flinner. Here they come through 3 and 4. Flinner making tracks on the outside. 10 laps to go, 10 laps remaining. The Ferree Chevy Pontiac Buick Frankman Racing Supply 4-year leader, pressured by the DNC Automotive, H.E. Oman Concrete Contractors, D11 of John Flinner. Steve Baker in the 84 third, and he's filming heat for the 99 of Ben Miley. Miley able to work the inside. Flinner up high that time in two. He drops back away, still running second. Geisler is fifth. Johnny Johnson sixth. Dennis Curry seventh. Mike Johnson eighth. Mark Petrucci ninth, and Bob Waring Jr. 10th. 8 laps to go. 8 laps remaining. Lynn Geisler now back to fourth around the 99 of Ben Miley, who drops to fifth. It's Ferree your leader. Flinner second. Baker third. Geisler now to the inside in turn four. He's still fourth. Miley fifth. Johnny Johnson sixth. Dennis Curry seventh. Mark Petrucci up to eighth. Mike Johnson ninth. And we've got a crash in turn 1 and 2 involving a couple of your top runners. Steve Baker in car 84. Lynn Geisler in the 1C, fifth. Four lines up to the inside. The green is out. Ferree takes off. 8 laps to the cash for the Wolf's Head late models. Off of turn four, Ferree still your leader, side by side for second. Miley and Baker. Johnny Johnson back in the battle in car 48 as they head down the back straightaway. Johnson in car 48 around the 99 of Ben Miley for a moment, but Miley gets back underneath him in turn 3. Ed Ferree opening up some daylight in car 4. Baker second, Miley third, Johnson fourth. Petrucci runs fifth. Your leader, Ed Ferree. They're side by side for second. Baker and Miley. 6 laps to go. 6 to go. Looking to complete lap 20. The battle for second continues between Ben Miley and Steve Baker. It's Ed Ferree, your leader. Now Miley the second, that time by. Into turn 1. Baker back on the outside, trying to drive around Miley. Gets up too high this time. Miley is second. Baker third. Johnson fourth. Petrucci fifth. Jones is sixth. Curry seventh. Flinner back to eighth. Geisler and Rodney Phillips racing for 9th and 10th with 4 laps to go. 4 laps remaining. John Flinner spinning in turn 2 in the D11. Flinner spins in turn 2. The yellow is out. With 4 laps to go, the yellow is out. 4. He goes. The green is out. Miley tries to work underneath him as they come off of turn 4. It's still Ferree. Miley second. Car spinning. Nick Jones in the 09 spins here on the front straightaway, and the yellow is back out. The yellow is back out. He goes again. Miley is right with him. Somebody charging up through the back. That was Nick Jones in the 09 off of turn 4. Yellow is out. Yellow out. Nick Jones in the 09 jumped several spots. You can count the cars. He was lined up last. Green is out. Into 3 and 4 they come. Ferree and Miley wheel to wheel for the lead, coming down the front straightaway into turn 1. Ferree your leader, Miley second. Baker in the 84, now Petruzzi in the 5 on the inside. It's Baker still third, Petruzzi fourth, Johnson fifth, Geisler is sixth. Car spinning, Stevie Baker in car 84. He steers out of it. The green stays out. Geisler and Johnson both made some contact. Everybody gets by. How, I don't know. Ferree, your leader, Miley second. Petruzzi third. Running fourth, Lynn Geisler to the outside. Fifth is Johnny Johnson. 2 laps to go. We got some debris here on the front straightaway. Debris on the front straightaway, and the yellow is out. The yellow flag is out. We've got debris on the front straightaway. He goes again. The green drops. Miley right with him as they race through 3 and 4. Here comes Mark Petruzzi on the outside. You've got Geisler and Flinner coming down the front straightaway. And the 1. Ferree is your leader. Ben Miley second. Lynn Geisler now up to third. And Geisler trying to get second here through 3 and 4. White flag this time by. Here they come off of 4. 1 lap to go. It's Ferree your leader. Miley still second. Geisler third. Petruzzi fourth and Flinner runs fifth. Down the back straightaway, the Ferree Chevy Pontiac Buick Franklin Racing Supply number 4 leads the field into turns 3 and 4. Your Wolfstead late model feature winner for the first time this year, Ed Ferree. Miley second, Geisler third. Fourth, the Petruzzi, Flinner is fifth. And now they'll head to the Coors Extra Gold Weigh-In Center to make it all official. All right, he's across the Coors Extra Gold Weigh-In Center, and it is official. Ben Miley in car 99, second. The 1 of Lynn Geisler coming from the back to third. The 5 of Mark Petruzzi, fourth. The 11 of John Flinner working his tail off for a top 5 finish tonight. Lots of red-hot racing action here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, that's for sure. Don't forget, next week's Wolfstead Late Model feature will be the Hub City 150 qualifier. 2 weeks from tonight, Twin 20s. And then the Pittsburgher 100.
99. And then we'll chat with them.
Folks, are stop and go presenting again with the victory laurels this evening. And don't forget, hold on to those 50-50 tickets. We'll be announcing the winning number here very shortly.
Okay, we got the winning ticket. Lynn Pizzuto from Ferree Chevrolet picked the winner. Last 4 numbers are 1331. 1331.
All right.
It's been a while. When was your last win?
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been this year. We haven't won anything at all, no matter where we could go. We've had a few seconds, some thirds, fourths, but we just haven't been able to get one. So sure feels nice to be the first here at PMS. Hope it's not the last this year.
You know, you had some tough competition behind you. Ben Miley, Mark Petruzzi, Lynn Geisler, and you've traveled all over. You've raced everywhere. This has to be quite a morale boost for them to race with a driver of your caliber. But by the same token, a tough race. Wasn't nothing easy about it.
Well, it sure was tough, and I'll tell you what, driver my caliber doesn't mean much because these guys are right there, and most of the time, as you can see, they're ahead of me. I'm not ahead of them.
You did a nice job. Let's hope number 8 comes real soon.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Dow?
All right, Don, thank you. Congratulations again to Lynn Geisler. He's our hard charger, and to winner Ed Ferree. Next row on the Rebco Auto Parts, Flinner Automotive 15 from Valencia. Matt Sherlock in the Imperial Hoist Chem Oil 1J from Imperial, Mike Johnson. In the Brighton Heights Automotive, McCandless Auto Parts 04 from North Hills, John Beatty. In the L. Thomas Body Shop, 99 from Carnegie, Ricky Thomas. From Houston in the 20, Jason Sisson. In the 9A from Library, Artie Dermott. In the Country Service, 26 from Allison Park, Jimmy Burgess. In the Dean Photographs, 21 from Center Township, Ron Myers. In the Jooks Body Shop, Cox Machine 10 from Mars, Bill Yakin. He picks up $281.50. Another $281.50 goes to the folks at Children's Hospital. Gary Gleason of Moon Township, the winner tonight. On stop and go night at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, 20-lap feature event is underway. Coming off the fourth turn down the front straightaway, it's Gary Lau in the number 10 taking the lead as they race into turn 1. Doug Crawford in the 9C moves to second. Russ Colasar in car 8 is now third. As Bob Schaefnocker slows considerably in the 9. He's way off the pace in turn 3 on the outside of the racetrack. Gary Lau leading lap 1. Schaefnocker in car 9 crossing the speedway and will get that car hopefully into the pit area. He does. The green stays out. Lau your leader. Doug Crawford second. Russ Colasar in the 8 is third. Running fourth is the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. and fifth is Matt Sherlock in the 15, although he's feeling the heat from the 1J of Mike Johnson and the 14 of Ed Dunn. George Bland also off the pace in car 50 and appears headed to the pits. George Bland, we're told, has a broken shock absorber in car number 50. Gary Lau on the J&N Video Connections, number 10, your leader, and opening up some daylight as they head down the back straightaway. Doug Crawford's 9C second, the 8 of Russ Colasar third, then Mel Minnick in the 75, and charging quickly toward the front is the 1J of Mike Johnson. Off of turn 4, Colasar in the 8 moves into second. 4 laps are down. Down the back straightaway. Into 3, it's still Gary Lau showing the way. Mel Minnick in the 75, underneath the 9 of Doug Crawford, trying to take fourth, and he does off of turn 4. Crawford runs 5th, 86. Sherlock is 7th. Thomas 8th. Sisson 9th. And Ed Dunn 10th that time by. It's still the J&N Video Connections 10 of Gary Lau, your leader, with Russ Colasar in the 8th second and the 1J of Mike Johnson third. Johnson to the inside now, trying to get second away from the 8 of Russ Colasar in turn 1. Colasar in the 8 goes to the top of the racetrack. Off at 2 down the back straightaway. It's still Russ Colasar second, with the 1J of Mike Johnson third. Mel Minnick Jr. fourth. John Beatty is fifth now in car 04. 7 laps down, Gary Lau your leader. Breathing down his neck, the 8 of Russ Colasar, who again goes to the top of the racetrack. Colasar gets ahead of steam off of turn 2. Here comes Johnson though as well. Side by side for second into turn 3. Gary Lau your leader. Mike Johnson in the 1J moving on the bottom of the racetrack. He's now second. Russ Colasar in the 8th third. Into turn 1, Colasar in the 8 goes back, trying to get that second spot back away from Mike Johnson. Off at 2 down the back straightaway. The battle continues. Gary Lau, your leader in car number 10. Mike Johnson second, Russ Colasar third. Mel Minnick Jr. 75 fourth, John Beatty in the 04 fifth, with 9 laps complete. Johnson following the 10 of Gary Lau down the back straightaway. Leading by a car length, the J&N Video Connections 10 of Gary Lau. Mike Johnson in the 1J looks to the outside in turn 4. Here they come off of 4 down the front straightaway at the halfway point. Side by side into 1. Mike Johnson takes the high road to the lead and going into turn 1. Dropping Lau in the 10 to second. Colasar in the 8th, 3rd. Minnick still 4th. Beatty 5th. Sherlock is 6th. Crawford 7th. Thomas runs 8th. Sisson 9th. And Bill Yakin is 10th in car 10. Gary Lau in the black 10 continues to pressure Mike Johnson, not letting him pull away as they work lap traffic. Johnson in turn 2 to the inside of the 4A of Wayne Gaither. Opening up some daylight now. Gary Lau in the 10 still 2nd. 8 Russ Colasar 3rd. 75 Mel Minnick 4th, and the 04 of John Beatty is 5th. Good race for 4th between the 75 of Mel Minnick Jr. and the 04 of John Beatty. They're side by side coming off of 4. Beatty makes the pass. 7 laps to go. Johnson your leader through turns 1 and 2. Gary Lau in the 10 still 2nd. Russ Colasar is 8th, 3rd. John Beatty in the 04 now 4th. And Mel Minnick Jr. in the 75 5th. Closing in on Minnick now is the 15 of Matt Sherlock, who runs 6th. Mike Johnson, your leader, continues to work lap traffic like a champ. Down the back straightaway around the 9A of Artie Dermott. Eddie Murphy pitting in car 0. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Mike Johnson with his biggest lead. He's continued to pour it on. Chem Oil Imperial Hoist 1J. Need to sew up his 3rd straight championship in the limited late model division this year, sponsored by York Heating and Air Conditioning. John Beatty's the man on the move, the 04 3rd now, and he's trying to get 2nd away from the 10 of Gary Lau. 4 laps to go. And Russ Colasar has dropped to 4th in the 8. Matt Sherlock in the 15 is 5th. Mel Minnick in the 75 6th. Running 7th, the 9 of Doug Crawford. Ricky Thomas, the 99, 8th. Bill Yakin in the 10, runs 9th. 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Again, the race for 2nd in turn 1. Gary Lau in car 10. On the outside, closing the 04 of John Beatty. Beatty around Lau up into the 2nd spot. Sets his sights on race leader Mike Johnson, but Johnson has a big lead here with just 2 laps to go. 2 remaining. Beatty 2nd, Lau 3rd, Colasar is 4th, Sherlock 5th, Minnick 6th, Crawford 7th, Thomas 8th, Yakin 9th, and Jason Sisson or Chuck Valerie, one of the other running in the 10th spot. Mike Johnson off the 4th turn takes the white flag. 1 lap to go, 1 to go. He has dominated the York Limited Late Model Division this year with 8 wins before tonight. Sewing up his 3rd straight York Limited Late Model Track Championship and winning for the 9th time in 1993, Mike Johnson. John Beatty in the 04 2nd, the 10 of Gary Lau 3rd, the 8 of Russ Colasar 4th. Matt Sherlock is 5th in car 15. Flag to flag in grand fashion, the York Limited Late Models tonight. Lernerville, Pittsburgh, plus the Pittsburgh Super Series. Put your hands together. He climbs out of the car. Your York Limited Late Model feature winner, Mike Johnson. Stop and Go, folks, will be presenting the hardware to Mike Johnson in Victory Lane this evening. Stop and Go with 31 stores in western Pennsylvania and Ohio, and of course they are an outlet. There's 31 stores for the advance tickets for the Pittsburgher 100. Still figuring out who our Monarch Oil Wolf's-Head Hard Charger is for that York Limited late model feature. There were a ton of cars that were scored, so it will take a few moments till we figure it all out.
Just sewed up your third title. I think that's 9 feature wins. You've been on TV. Everything's going good, but I heard the bad news. You got to go back to school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's any bad thing about it, but everything else is going pretty good tonight.
Not only you doing good, I was talking to your mom. Dave won last night. He won at Brownstown. Where's she going to put all these pictures and trophies?
I don't know. I'm sure she'll find room for them somewhere.
And a room onto the house.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you go back to school, will you be going into the wrestling again?
It'll take about a month, and then I'll be going back into it. I'll probably beginning of November, I'll be back in wrestling again.
Racing in 2 divisions, wrestling, winning everywhere. Doesn't get any better than that. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Dow.
All right, Don, and Mike, of course, picked up 2 rings and now picks up our points leader in the W.R. Minton & Sons Custom Homes 93X from Beaver, Rick Wachter. In the Village Inn 91, Mike Ross from Hookstown. In the Sunrise Motors 51 from Scott Township, Ron Patchen. And the Chuck Gratz Enterprises number 4 from Bethel Park, Bill Slade, the driver. 15 laps for the spectator stocks. The black and blue division ready to roll. Bob Heim in the 92, Danny Rich in the 67X bring the field off the 4th turn, and the green is out. Into turn 1. Bob Heim is your leader in car 92. Danny Rich in the 67X, though quickly to the outside, trying to take the lead away, and he does. Off at 2 down the back straightaway. Bob Heim in the 92 second. Wee Willie White in the 55 settles into 3rd here, trying to get lap 1 in the books. High Song in the 09 4th. Jim Steffens in the 38 running 5th. Down the back straightaway in car 67X, Danny Rich, the Pat's Water Service Damage Incorporated ride, opening up some daylight out in front of the field. Bob Heim in the 92 still second with Wee Willie White's 55 third. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 fourth and trying to hold on to 5th at 38 of Jim Steffens. Jim Zarin in car 1 around the 38 of Jim Steffens and into the top 5. Jim Zarin in the 1C. 3 laps down. Danny Rich continues to set the pace in car 67X. 92 Bob Heim in second. 55 Wee Willie White third. Car off the pace. Jesse Exler in the 22E. Limping down the back straightaway. Also the 4 Bill Slade in the pits. Five laps down, 10 to go. Still, Danny Rich in car 67X showing the way. Bob Heim in the 92 second. 55 Wee Willie White third. Ralph Highsong in the 09 fourth and Jim Zarin's 1C fifth. Closest race up toward the front is for second between Bob Heim and Wee Willie White. Your second and third place cars now look like they may be closing in a bit on race leader Danny Rich with 7 down and 8 to go. Good race as well for positions 6, 7, and 8. Jim Steffens in the 38. The 3 of Tom Pascutis and the 16 of John Poningfar just got a little too close that time in turn 1 as they are spun around over there. 38 Jim Steffens is still sitting there, as is the 3 of Tom Pascutis, and now the yellow is out just as Bob Heim tries to make a bid for the lead. Yeah. Almost the halfway point. We're back to green as they exit turn number 4. Danny Rich and Bob Heim wheel to wheel for the lead down the front straightaway. This time Heim gets the advantage. Into 1. Let's see what happens. Danny Rich back on the outside trying to get the momentum built up in turn 2. Danny Rich takes the high road back to the lead. Bob Heim second. Rob Highsong Jr. in the 09 up to third now. Jim Zarin's 1C fourth, and Wee Willie White ends up fifth on the restarting car 55. They're trying to make it 3 wide for third coming off of turn 4. Wee Willie White back into third in the 55. Jim Zarin close to the wall, maybe scraping it a bit off of 2 in the 1C. He drops back to 6th. It's still Danny Rich out in front. Pat's Water Service, Damage Incorporated. Number 67X out of Sunny Hill Farms in his 6th year as a driver. Past the halfway point, the Lowrys run Automotive 92. Bob Heim in second. Wee Willie White in the 55 has fought his way back to third after dropping to 5th. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 fourth, and John Poningvar 5th in car 16. Here comes Bob Heim making a run at Rich down the front straightaway into turn 1. Danny Rich still your leader. Running the top groove, close to the wall that time off of turn 2, and Bob Heim again right on his tail as they enter into turn 3. Danny Rich, your leader, getting her out of shape. This may be costly. He bobbles it off the 4th turn. Here comes Bob Heim to the inside, dead even going into turn 1. Rich still shows the way. Bob Heim now has his hands full on the outside. Comes the 55 of Wee Willie White. Wee Willie back to 5th just a few laps earlier. Now into 2nd and trying to get the lead. Off of turn 4. It's Danny Rich followed by Wee Willie White. 3 laps to go. Bob Heim is 3rd. Ralph Highsong 4th. John Poningvar 5th. Running 6th, Jim Zarin. Dwayne Getty is 7th. Pete Loria 8th. Jeff Bonaszewski 9th. And Rick Wachter is 10th. The cards have been dealt. It's showtime with 2 laps to go off the 4th turn. Danny Rich looking for career win number 1. Wee Willie White, probably the most consistent driver the past half of the season, in the 55, in 2nd. Bob Heim's 92 still 3rd. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 4th. Here comes Wee Willie looking to the inside, trying to work low in turn 4. He can't get there. He'll stay behind Danny Rich as they roll off of 4. Rich gets high. The white flag is out, and Wee Willie White takes the lead going into turn 1, but the yellow is out. Jim Zarin in car 1C against the wall in the 3rd and 4th turns. 7 Scott Staso 9th, and 91 Mike Ross is 10th. Let's see what happens. Here they come up the speed off of turn 4. Wee Willie White and Bob Heim down the front straightaway. Into 1, Heim takes the lead. No green this time, says Greg Wheeling, our starter. So we'll try him again. Don. 2 laps to the finish. Here we go off the 4th turn. Wee Willie White brings the field up to speed. The green is out. And John Poningfar able to move into second in car 16. It's the Cumps Lounge, Three Rivers Coin, 55 of Wee Willie White showing the way. Poningfar up to second. Pete Laurie in the 11 from 6th to 3rd. And Bob Hyman, the 92, able to get hold of things off the inside of the 4th turn. He runs 4th. Ralph Highsong Jr. in the 09 5th. White flag, final lap. Into turn 1, it's still Wee Willie White showing the way. Down the back straightaway. The Three Rivers Coin Cumps Lounge 55 out of Heidelberg. Looking for his first win this season. Off the 4th turn, spectator stock feature winner is Wee Willie White. Poningfar second, Laurie 3rd, Highsong 4th, Heim is 5th. A well-deserved win for the man from Heidelberg, Wee Willie White. Don Gamble, that's his first win here since April of 1991, almost 2 years. He's going to take the checkered flag, and if I'm correct, I think he might have inherited that first win back in April of 91. I think the winner might have been disqualified, and that's how Willie found victory lane. So this may be his really first earned win.
It's going to be an interesting interview. We got to interview his mom, Jane. What do you think?
Oh, I'm excited. This is 8 years in the coming.
Are you happy?
Oh, I sure am, and I know he is.
Why don't you get over there and get the picture?
Oh, I will.
Also, Don, just to show you how competitive this class is, he becomes the 10th different winner this year in the spectator stocks here in Pittsburgh.
I've said it, if I said it once, I said it 100 times. On any given night, this is the best feature of the evening.
First real earned win, as he said, he inherited one here in 1991 when the winner was DQ'd, but this one I'm sure will be a lot sweeter because he was the first to take the checkered flag here tonight. Lots of picture snapping going on. Well, we've had a lot of new winners in the class. Last week, Pete Laurie, his first career win. There he comes. Put your hands together for Wee Willie White. Folks from Stop and Go, again presenting our feature winners with the trophies tonight. He's certainly been getting close. Lots of top 5 finishes over the past half of the season. We want to congratulate Rick Wachter in car 93X. Started 18th, finished 8th, improved 10 places to be our Monarch Oil Wolf's Head Hard Charger. Car 93X, Rick Wachter. A couple of guys improved 10 places, but Rick finished ahead of the others.
I'm not sure, Dow, but I think this man has the biggest fan club at the Speedway.
I think you're right.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, Willie. You know, you run good night after night, a lot of second place finishes, a lot of hard work. Tonight's the night.
Yeah, it took me 8 years to get this far. I just want to dedicate this to my dad who passed away June 13th. He helped me build the car, and I owe a lot of it to him. And my crew, they've helped me out a lot, and it's just taking time. You've got to be patient for it to come.
How about your rooting section up there? The biggest and loudest, happiest group here tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank them all. I appreciate you standing behind me. Thank you.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Dow.
Thanks, Don. Congratulations to Wee Willie White, always putting on a good show out of Heidelberg in the 55. 10 different winners. 42, the Hooker Hornet Don Luffy, so it wasn't the motor that Luffy lost in the heat. And starting last in the Marsh Auto Salvage, 19 from Niles, Ohio, Jim Dandy Jr. Modified 15-lap feature ready to go. Into the fourth turn they come. The green is out. Or is it? Not yet. We got problems. We got problems. No go, says starter Greg Whelan. Dave McManus, the 17, bringing the modifieds up to speed. Is Stop and Go presents tonight's program here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Into the fourth turn this time, and the green is out. Kurt Haberdale grabs the lead right off the bat in the 75. 17, Dave McManus second. Charlier in the 11th third. And it's Jimmy Plants and Jim Dandy Jr. now already at the fourth in car 19. In one lap. It's the Kodak Gold 75 of Kurt Haberdale showing the way. 17, Dave McManus second. 11, Dale Charlier third. The 19 of Jim Dandy Jr. fourth. And Jimmy Plants in car 40 running fifth. Jim Dandy Jr. moving into third and the 19 on the back straightaway. But maybe not. Dale Charlier right back at him on the outside coming off of turn 4. They're close going into one for third. Kurt Haberdale still leading. The man doing a good job is the 17 of Dave McManus. Didn't join the unmodified till midway through the season after running in the spectator stock class. Ten laps to go, 10 remaining. The yellow is out. Jimmy Plant. Here we go, back to green with 11 laps remaining. Haberdale takes the lead. Charlier to second. Right with him, the 19 of Jim Dandy Jr. 17, Dave McManus fourth. Swinging Sam Stow has the 75X up to fifth. Jim Dandy Jr. to the inside, trying to take second from Dale Charlier. 10 laps to go. They're side by side into one. Still Haberdale your leader. The race for second, a good one. Dale Charlier in car 11. 70 or the 19 of Jim Dandy Jr. third. McManus in the 17 fourth. Stow in the 75X runs fifth. Kurt Haberdale still your leader. Dale Charlier in the 11 still second. Feeling the heat from the 19 of Jim Dandy Jr. 17, Dave McManus, fourth, and a 75X of Sam Stow, fifth. Stow looks to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Halfway, 8 down, 7 to go. Six laps to go, 6 to go. The Kodak Gold 75 of Kurt Haberdell has been your leader from the start. Swinging Sam Stow, the 75X, and the 17 of Dave McManus, wheel to wheel for fourth. Oh, Stow gives him a bump as he goes by in turn 1. McManus in the 17 drops to fifth. Still Kurt Haberdell showing the way. Second, the 11 of Dale Charlier. Jim Dandy Jr. is third. Two laps to the finish. Jim Dandy Jr. now trying to get second away from Dale Charlier into turn 1, but Charlier on the outside has the fast track. He's second. Dandy third, coming up into fourth. 75X Sammy Stow making it a 3-car race for second. And we've got a crash on the front straightaway. The 40 of Jimmy Plants and the 16 of Darren Miller bring out the caution. So it's not over yet. Haberdell, your leader, starts inside with the 19 of Jim Dandy Jr. on the outside. Here we go, up to speed. The green is out. 2 laps to the finish, coming off the fourth turn. Still Kurt Haberdell, shadowed by Jim Dandy Jr. The race for third now. Sammy Stow and Dale Charlier. Charlier still third, Stow fourth. McManus runs fifth. Jim Dandy Jr. goes to the inside in turn 4. Coming off of 4, it's Jim Dandy Jr. taking the lead with the white flag waving. 1 lap to go. Into turn 1. Jim Dandy Jr. leader right on his tail. Closer than on his tail. Pushing him off of turn 2. Kurt Haberdell in the 75. Coming for the checkered flag. Off the fourth turn, Haberdell in the 75 spins. It'll be Jim Dandy Jr. winning. Second to Charlier, Stow third, McManus fourth, and Don Luffy comes home fifth in car 42. Well, what can you say? 2 weeks ago.
Jim Dandy to the rescue. Go Jim Dandy. Go Jim Dandy. Jim Dandy on a mountain top. 30,000 feet drop. Spot a lady on a runaway horse. Aha, that's right, of course. Jim Dandy to the rescue. Go Jim Dandy. Go Jim Dandy. Jim Dandy made a girl.
All righty, put your hands together for your unmodified feature winner for the 10th time this year, Jim Dandy Jr. And Jim Dandy Jr. also is our Monarch or Woodshead Hard Charger. He started last, finished first. Can't do better than that. The old Mopar humming again tonight. But it's getting harder and harder. Lots of more competition from the unmodifieds. Our guys getting the hang of it. And let's go trackside to Don Gamble.
You got 10 wins here. A couple of weeks ago, the restart took you out of victory lane. Today, it put you back. I guess sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you.
Yeah, well, we've been eating the bear quite a bit this year.
Where's the lucky hat?
Oh, it's in the car there. It's always under my leg.
I was going to say, I offered to make you a deal, and you're wearing a skull hat, which is okay, but if the lucky hat goes, I should have first shot at it. I was talking to one of your crew guys. They said this will be your last race here for this year. You're going to travel around all the specials. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, the Skull Series comes back into effect pretty strong here the 1st of September. We run at Pennsboro, and then we go to Interstate 79 and over to Buckeye and over to Challenger Raceway. So it's a lot of fun going to all these different racetracks, I'll tell you. It's a lot of fun.
Well, since we consider you one of our regular drivers, we want to wish you good luck with all these specials. And if this is it for this year, we'll look forward to seeing you opening day next year.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Dow.
Thanks, Don. Congratulations. Jim Dandy Jr., 10-time